Trust and believe when Cena is gone, they're going to miss him. He definitely one of the GOATs. Absolutely. Cena's one of the greatest of all times. I think, for me, it was Punk or Cena. Those were the ones that should have won. No doubt about it. If someone's going to argue like, hey, Jay's the wrong guy. It should have been Cena, Punk. Okay. I'm not going to argue that. Because I would have loved it if Punk or Cena had won. But the fact that Uso won, for me, that doesn't change like my happiness for him. I'm not mad at it. I would have loved to have seen the other guys won. But the fact is Jay won. And Jay's my guy. That's my dog. I want to see him succeed too. Not everybody can win the Rumble. That's the beautiful thing about it. Salvi says fans did the same thing with Roman when he was becoming a main event wrestler. Again, isn't that fascinating? They were pushing Roman to the moon, and they dejected it. They rejected it. They didn't want it. Granted, his was kind of a little excessive, if you ask me. But it's a similar thing, too. And it's a different regime. I think that's something we all have to recognize. If this was Vince, hey, I'm not even going to get mad at you, because towards the end, the old man was getting a little senile there. I don't know what he was going with in terms of logic. He was flip-flopping stories and not treating the stars like the stars that they were. But it's Hunter. It's Triple H. I trust the process. I trust it. Jey Uso and WWE, they're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. Dion says, tonight proved to me that Jey is definitely the right choice. Absolutely. All the stellar talent in there. And Jey had to be the last on everyone's mind to go all the way. And I was a fan of that. To see the reaction, the reception that the crowd gave him tonight solidifies right move. Block out the noise online. What are the people in the arena saying? Because Jey Uso getting the biggest pops. Loved by everybody. I mean, universally, online, whatever. The kids. I love Jey. And he's moving numbers in terms of merch. Business-wise, it makes sense. Even in storyline-wise, it makes sense. All the stellar talent, and Jey was the one to go. And that's what I love about the Rumble, because it was so stacked. I think this was one of the most stacked Rumbles of all time, up there with 92. And at the end of the day, who's the one that's going to be able to say that he won the most stacked Rumble? Jey Uso. Wrestling is at its best when you can't call the results. Because you watch it long enough, you kind of get the routine, you understand where we're going with the story. Jey Uso wasn't even in my top 5. I thought guys like, again, the big 3, Cena, Roman, Punk. I'm even thinking Seth Rollins has a shot. Sami Zayn there for a moment there had me convinced maybe he wins. Didn't think Jey. And they threw a curveball. And in the emotion that he had displayed during that opening segment, you can tell it meant a lot to get that reception from them. How can you hate it when someone is as real as it gets and they're shedding a tear in the ring? I mean, it's a beautiful thing.